Okay, welcome in everybody. So tonight we're going to do another little painting. I didn't put any liquid medium on here yet, so this is a dry canvas 16 by 20. So I will show you all the steps of what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make a nice little winter scene. We're going to have a nice little cabin over here somewhere. I'll take you through the colors I have here. In my makeshift palette, I just took cardboard and palette paper and put it on there, taped it on, and this is it. So the colors we have tonight are titanium white, alizarin crimson, Indian yellow, phthalo blue, Prussian blue. I think this is mountain mix and midnight black. Yeah, mountain mix, midnight black, Dyke Brown, and some yellow ochre. We're mainly going to use the blues, but I had paint from my other palette that I had, and I didn't want to waste any, so I just put it over on this one. We might not use those, but if we do, they're there. Brushes. We will be using some big 2-inch brushes. We'll be using some 1-inch brushes. We'll be using a couple of fan brushes. I usually have a large one and a small one. Smaller one's good for getting into little detail areas. And I usually keep a couple of each brush because then I have one for darks and one for lights, for highlights and all that. And I have some, these are actually chip brushes from the hardware store. And what I've done is I cut the top off at a 45-degree angle so that whenever you're doing your bushes, it'll work a lot better. So I'll show you how. And these are really cheap. You can get a whole pack of these at the hardware store for like $5 or something. And we have a script liner. Nice for doing little tree limbs and stuff and signing your painting. And what else do we got? Palette knife. I just have this little palette knife here. You can get like a 4-pack on Amazon. This is the, I think that this is the brand it is. It's called Dugato. Any palette knife will do, even plastic ones at Walmart. As long as it has a nice edge to it, you should be good. So, hey, welcome in. Hey, thank you. Thanks for joining. Thank you. All right, so with that said, I'll show you how to put on your liquid white, and that's the Bob Ross liquid white here we're going to use. This is oil paints. So this is an old, dirty, nasty can. But we're going to dip our brush into the liquid white, get about that much on there, and then just kind of do some different stuff over here. Hang on a second. Let's get some of that on there. Okay. Put some more of that on there. Get a good bit on there, just kind of get it all over, and I'll show you how to tell if you have enough or not enough. We're going to use our fingertips, and we're going to do the fingerprint test. But pretty much just get that liquid white all over the canvas there. This is the boring part, but this is the wet on wet technique. And in order to do this technique, you have to have the wet base coat. I'll get a little bit more, just maybe down here. So we're gonna do a nice cold winter scene with a nice little cabin. So there's gonna be a lot of snow. Who here likes the snow? Anybody don't like the snow? Nice coating all over the canvas. I think I don't think I have enough on the bottom portion here. Just kind of take your brush and just kind of go all over. Just get it, move that paint. Oop, got a hair. If you have a hair, you just flick off with the corner of the brush, just zip it off. It should work. There we go. We'll get some that liquid white on there. Yeah. All right. I think we should have enough. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take and do the fingerprint test. We're going to take our fingers. We're going to just touch in different areas. And you should be able to see your fingerprint in the paint. If you can't see your fingerprint, you have too much. If you don't see any paint on there at all, you don't have enough paint. And with that, I have enough paint on there, so I think we're good to go. I'm gonna use, oh my. So we have a lot of blues in this painting I'm going to do. I'm looking at a reference off to the side. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the gift. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. So we're going to do a little Bob Ross style painting. It's not going to be one of his paintings, but we're going to try to do something along those lines of his style. So we're going to take some Prussian Blue. I have a different 2-inch brush here. We're going to tap into our Prussian Blue right here. Just tap and get a nice coating on the brush right there. And we're going to come up here. We're just going to kind of come up here on the side here, the corners. And we're just going to kind of come around here and do some little things right here. Just throw this all over the place. Don't worry. Leave holes and stuff like that because it's gonna be messy right now. But we're gonna blend this all out, and then this is gonna be shadow for our snow down here. So if you want, you can do this and just kind of. This is a good way to get all the excess paint off your brush. But we're going to have snow down here, so we're going to have highlights over top of this. This is going to be our shadow. But, so we're going to come back up here, just kind of blend this together, doing these X strokes like this. We're going to come back in and maybe add some black to this, some dark spots. There's a hair. So if you have a hair in your painting, just take the corner of the brush and zip it off. You know, it won't hurt your painting at all. It's better than going in with your fingernails and trying to grab it. It won't work that well. You'll just get paint all over your fingers and you'll ruin stuff you think is good. And it'll be a nightmare. So there we go. We got pretty much a decent sky already, but I want to add some blacks and swirl some color around. So that's what we're going to do next. Sorry. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So next I'm going to take a little bit of this midnight black right here, just a touch. Just tap a little bit on the brush like that. Maybe on the top portion of it. Drag a little bit more out. Get some of that on there and then just kind of go here and there. I'll get some more on there. Maybe up in these corners here. little bit more. And maybe up in this corner. And usually, the reason why I'm going up in the corners first is we want our corners to be darker. That way it draws our eye to the center of the painting, about right here, because we're going to have a cabin right here. So usually in a painting, we usually darken the corners to lead your eye into the center. And we're just doing little swirlies to kind of create movement in our sky, maybe some clouds or something. Just do little swirlies like this and just kind of go back and blend it out. And we have some clouds, maybe some stormy clouds or something that's snowy and kind of dark. But that's how we do that so far. So, I think I'm good with that. There we go. I might add some. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Just trying to make up my mind what I wanted to do. So and at this point you can decide if you want more darker clouds or if you want to brighten things up. Or at this point, this is where you would decide what you want to do with it, because the next step is we're going to start punching in some trees, some background trees. I'm just wiping off my paper towel here quick. So, for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this brush down. I'm going to get a fan brush, just a regular fan brush. And I'm going to go into a little bit of this Phthalo Blue right here. Maybe just bring it down here and bring some white over. I'm going to grab a palette knife. Be right back. Palette knife, and I'm going to get some white. And with that blue, we're just going to mix that up really good. And we're going to make some distant trees, which I might need more paint. So I just want to show you how I do these trees and how I mix my colors. So we'll get a little bit of that. We'll get something like this, like a kind of a light blue, something like that. Just mix it up a little bit, and we'll take our fan brush and go right through that. Wiggle the brush, wiggle the brush, and usually this takes a good bit of paint, so don't be afraid to use a lot of paint for this. And we're going to come up here and we're going to make some distant trees. Maybe there's some maybe there's one right there. So you start like this. You go in straight on the canvas like this. You create that trunk. And then what you want to do is you want to load up your brush. Load up your brush again. And then you're holding your brush kind of like this. Horizontal. You kick the brush to the side so that the corner of the brush is going to touch. So you're just using the corner and just touch and work your way back and forth and work your way down. And the further down you go, the more of the brush you want to use. So then by the time you get to the bottom, you'll be using the entire brush. And there you have, we just made a tree right there. Took us 10 seconds maybe. So I'm gonna mix up more paint because I'm gonna need a lot more, I think. So we're gonna mix up a ton of paint here. We're gonna just take this whole blob of paint right here, and we're just gonna come over here, get some more of that paint. And I get some more of that Phthalo Blue. A little bit more. Scoop it up, bring it over here. Just get a lot of paint, because for these trees it takes a good bit of paint to load up on the brush. So you want to make sure you have enough, so that way you don't have to keep trying to make paint, and that way it goes better for you. So a good amount of paint, and these are the background trees, so you want these like a light blue for this portion. So this is the color we're going to be using here. So we're going to come over here again, fan brush. Take your fan brush, and wiggle through that paint and drag it down. What the wiggling does is gets it into the bristles. That way it works the paintbrush into a nice fine chiseled point, like that. And then you can come up here and do another one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a bunch of these, but I just want to show you how to do this. So boom, start with your trunk, boom. And you kick the brush, you hold the brush horizontally, that. And then you kick it to the side and touch. And just kind of make little indications of some tree branches and stuff here and there, just like that. We'll load the brush up again. We'll make some more. We'll go boom, 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 like that. This is really easy. It's just boom, 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 boom. And sometimes you want to twist and turn the brush too to make it more, I don't know, irregular. You don't want them to be looking like perfect triangles. You want to see some of them flared out branches and stuff. It adds character and depth and stuff like that. So make another one right here. Go boom, 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 boom. And this will get you a lot of good practice with the fan brush here to make some trees here. Just fill this in here. We're going to just make a whole bunch of these. And we're going to make, maybe we'll go back here. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, 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 boom. Something like that. Hey, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for following me. Go check out my YouTube. I have YouTube, and I will upload this video to YouTube so that you can watch it later on. Boom, 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 boom. Help me gain subscribers. I need your help. So boom, 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 boom. We're just gonna throw these in here. There's another one. See, we're just making our background trees here, so we're not going to put, because we're going to have some in front of these, so we don't have to fill all of these in, but we're going to have a good amount. So, boom, boom, boom. And then, let's see, boom, 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 boom. Oh, I don't have enough paint. Okay, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. These are just supposed to be indications of trees in the distance, so they don't worry about detail on these ones yet. We'll get to that point in a little bit when we're putting the darker ones in front. These are just background trees, and we'll just kind of put maybe another one right here. Boom, 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 boom. Smush them in. That, and we'll have a big old tree that's more in the foreground right here, so I'm not going to put anything there, but you kind of get the idea there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move a little bit forward and bring some darker trees ahead. Hey, thank you. Hey, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How is it going? If you haven't already, go over to my YouTube and go hit that subscribe button for me. Help me out. All of my paintings are for sale. I also do watercolor too, so follow me on Facebook as well. I always post up my Facebook, my paintings, whether it be oil paintings or watercolors. Okay, so now we have this color. We're gonna skip over here. We're gonna get some of that Prussian blue. Oops, I have some bristles in there. Oops, that wasn't expected. All right, I'm gonna get some Prussian blue. I might need more Prussian blue. Which I have some right here. And the paint that I use is Winsor Newton oil colors. So, in case you're wondering, that's what we're using. This is a fresh tube too. I haven't even opened it. It's the first time I opened it since I got it. So, I love Prussian blue. It's such a nice dark blue. Good color. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this brush, go through this Prussian blue right here like this. Go through that like that. Load the brush up real nice. A lot of paint. And we're going to come in here. Maybe there's some darker trees here in the front. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. Maybe right there. And we're going to kick that brush sideways. You probably see this a little better. It's more contrast. But we're going to touch. And see how that looks like it's in front of those now? It's darker. And that's in front of that. So we're going to make some more of these. And then we're going to add highlights to some of these too. So let's make a smaller one. This is going to be more in the background. And we leave these ones showing so that it looks like there's depth. And we come up here and go boom, touch, touch with the corner, and just work your way back and forth. Kind of working in a Z pattern. So when I'm teaching classes and stuff, I call these Z trees. That way they kind of follow the shape, you know, kind of sticks in their mind. It's like, oh, a Z, okay. But these are actually pretty easy to do. There's not much to them. But we'll make another little guy right here. Maybe he's a little crooked. It's okay. Just kind of boom, 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 boom. And a good way to practice these is just get a canvas and just do these all over it. Just do these little trees and stuff like that. Just go boom, boom, boom. Just practice on the whole thing. Just cover it up. And these can grow on you, so don't be afraid. More trees. Maybe we'll do another one like right here. Boom. Right there. Start with your trunk. Decide where that tree is going to be, and then come in, kick your brush to the side. Boom. This is a good painting for to learn how to do these evergreen trees. Or these are blue trees, but yeah. Like that. Simple painting, but it's effective. It works. And we'll come over here. Maybe we'll do one right here. We get that guy way up there. Just go boom, 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 boom. Kind of do a little crazy with it. Okay, how is everybody doing over here? I have paint on my fingers. Hang on. Yeah. And this paint gets all over your hands too, so be careful. Baby wipes are good to have for these. If you have baby wipes, that'll work really well. And we're going to throw another tree right here. Boom, 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 boom. And we're still leaving these background trees here. We didn't like completely bury them. Throw these in there. We'll have another one right back here. Something like that. And then we're gonna make some bushes and stuff too. So. Are you using acrylic paint? Nope, I am using oil paints. These are oils. And we'll throw another one right back here. Shoom, and boom, 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 boom. And maybe I'll throw another guy right here. Shoom, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And by the time you hit the bottom, you're going to be using the entire brush and just going boom, 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 boom. So that is okay. That is normal. It's okay. So then, what I like to do is I like to take a palette knife. I'm going to wipe this one off. And I'm going to hold it like this, straight with the canvas like this. And then with the tops here, I'm just going to take that paint and just kind of move it up like this. And sharpen that top branch there, that point. Like that. It's usually what I do to make it a little better. It usually turns out pretty good. You just take that like that. There like that. There you go. You got these sharp like points to your tree. And then we're gonna make some highlights. So then we're gonna take some of that white, a little bit of that blue, oops, a little bit of that, and we are gonna make a tiny little bit of roll, and we're gonna make some trunks. Just go boop, just touch. Different areas of your tree. And then we can see some trunks. And then we can come in here with our, we're going to use a different fan brush. I'm going to use a smaller one. I'm going to use this one for highlights. So, hey, thank you. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, tap the screen. How can I get this effect with acrylic paint? I think if you're just working with these like flat colors here, I think you can, but to get the sky to blend like that, these are oil paints, and it's a different technique. I don't think it'll work as well. I'm sure you could if you really tried, but I have not. I have not tried it with acrylics, so I honestly couldn't tell you, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but I'm not sure. I think you might be able to. And I'm gonna, let's see, get some liquid white on my brush. Get some liquid white. Pour through that white paint we have there. Liquid white. Thin down this paint a little bit. As our golden rule for this is a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. And I poured a little bit of that blue up in there. So then we're going to use this. And we're going to come up here. Let's start with this guy. And we'll just touch in different areas, just kind of touching some different branches here and there, just kind of. And it'll look like kinds of little snowy things are going on here. Like that. Just kind of do the same motion that you did before when you were making the shadow, the basic tree shape there, but just kind of touching different areas. Just bring that out, and you're making highlights there. You learned how to paint Bob Ross style. Yep. Watched a lot of him. Indeed. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the gift there. If you add a little water, would it work like oil paint? It'll thin it down if you're using acrylic, yeah. Bucket here. Yep, there we go. There we go. Get some more thinner on my brush. Get some more white paint with a little touch of blue. And we're going to come up here. I got too much paint. Okay, and then we're going to come up here and just kind of touch very lightly, just touch, and use like the end of the bristles right there, like that, and it'll give it that like flayed out look. All them little branches and bristles and stuff coming out at you. That. Get some more of these right here. Give the effect that there's some snow in there. That. Load up the brush a little more, and we'll come over here, do this. like I said, this will give you good practice with how to do the trees and stuff. And we'll come up here, do this one. There's gonna be a cabin right here somewhere. Not sure exactly where, but somewhere in here there's gonna be a cabin. There just needs to be a nice winter cabin in this painting. Somewhere. Get some more snow up here on these. Just kind of touching different areas here. White paint up here. That guy's in the background. I might sneak in some bushes and stuff here. Clean this off. Okay, so how is everybody doing in here? Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Thank you. Oops. Okay. Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow. Awesome. Cool. Good deal. Nice. Oops. Alright, let me get this situated here. There we go. Alright. Okay, so I might add some bushes and stuff here. So to do that, I'm going to take, oh my, what am I going to do? Let's take a round brush. This is our 1-inch round brush. We're going to go right into, oh my, what are we going to do? Mountain mix? Should we do mountain mix? Midnight black, a little bit of Prussian blue. Just tap into that. And we're just gonna go boom, 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 boom. Just gonna pop in some bushes and stuff here. And don't worry if you get stuff down here, because we're gonna use that in a little bit. So that is okay. That was fine. A lot of paint. So we're going to go boom, 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 boom. So we're going to add even another layer in front of that stuff there. So just punch all these in here. Gonna be our darks. Some of this is going to get covered up, but that's okay. So then we're going to set that guy down. We're going to come in here. I'm going to get one of these little chip brushes that I like to use. And I actually need more white paint. So I'm going to get me some more white paint. Get me some white paint on there. Okay, got some paint. This tube has also not been opened until just now. And we'll get some paint, or not paint thinner, liquid white. Get some liquid white on our brush. That. Let me grab my palette. me show you guys. Let me show you. Big glob of white paint there. We're just gonna load up our brush. His tap. Get a lot of paint on there. You can see all the texture in this. That's what you're looking for. If it looks like that on there, it's going to look like that on the painting. So do it here first to make sure you got the right amount. I have a bristle that's ready to come out of here. There we go. So we got our bristle all loaded up with nice white paint there. We're going to come up here and we're going to go boom, 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 and just touch. And you get those really neat, bushy looking things there. And then go back in, tap into the paint, and we'll go boom, 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 boom. There's another one. And we'll do this background one here. Go boom. That. Tap into your paint. Get a lot of paint on there. Hey, thank you, thank you. Woo, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yep, titanium white. Thank you. Thanks for the gift. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, go check me out on YouTube. Go subscribe over there. I usually upload all these videos over there on my YouTube so that if anybody missed them or wants to go back and watch from the beginning, you can. And there's another bush in front of that one. And then we're going to do another one right here. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. You want to leave these dark spaces like this and create depth. And then go in, work in layers and do one at a time. One at a time. And right about here, I might have a cabin. Maybe I'll have it over here. I'll do this guy back here. Boom, 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 boom. And just kind of work in like a clock motion, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And then come back over maybe something like that. So I might take, which brush do I want to use? Maybe, I'm going to clean off one of my fan brushes here quick. And maybe I'll bring some of this over like this. Shoo. Maybe I'll add some more bushy things right there. But we're just taking that shadow color, just kind of dragging it down here. So that way we're going to have some, I'll take some more white paint and bring it down too. So, but I don't want to get too far because I maybe want to put my cabin in here somewhere. I think I'm going to put it in right there. So to do that, I'm going to scrape out the shape of my cabin. So I want it to be, let's say, let's go right here. You can scrape it out first and remove all the excess paint. Hear that? Scrape that paint out. Oops. Something like that. And then we can put in our dark color, which is going to be a dark brown, Dyke Brown. So we'll come over here, we'll just kind of outline our thing here, go boop, boop, like that. There's the back eave. There's the front eave. This is the side. You can kind of pull that down. Little roll of paint. Grab and pull that paint down. Pull that down. Come over here. Shoom. Come over here. It's all about angles. Grab and pull that paint. That. A lot of darks. Choom. Choom. Like that. Like that. Just come down here. Just bring it down. Oops. Bring that down. That. And wipe our knife off. And then we can come over here and start working on the roof. So we're going to grab some white paint. Grab a little bit of that. Make a little roll. Like that. Gonna come over here, we're gonna go boop. That, take it, just kind of grab and pull that paint down. Like that. That, and then we'll make our little eave. Come up here and we'll touch right there. Right there. Shoom. Like that. There's our little cabin. And we're going to come in with some of that brown and mix up some white. I have my white here, some brown. Oops. Throw some white and blue in there. Just make it kind of marbly. Just kind of bring that up here. Don't over mix it now, but yeah. Come up here. Just let it glide. And then come over here. Do the same thing. Kind of like how we make the mountains. And we'll leave that side darker, so That's okay. And then what we can do is we can scratch in a door. So I'm going to take the small edge of the knife, this little edge here, and we're going to come up here. We're going to go scratch in a little door like that, and then we can go back in with some dark. Right there, just go shoom. There. And then we can scrape off the excess of this, call it a cabinectomy. You can take your knife and just zip, 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 zip that all off. And then, because we can take this color and we're going to push this back. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Right now. So I'm going to take my brush, load it full of white paint. White paint on the brush, a 1-inch brush. And I'm going to come over here and I'll go shoo, like that. Just kind of shoo. Some little things happening there. So we'll come in here. There's been a good snow, you know, there's all kinds of stuff happening there. We're going to finish doing our bushes back here, so I wanted to put that cabin in to show you how to do it. Come in here with our brush, our little chip brush. I love using this thing because it works so well. So now I'm going to come in here and we're going to go boom, 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 boom. That, we'll come in here, boom, 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 boom. Some little bushes, just tap into that paint, and we'll come over here, boom, 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 boom. That. And this is good practice too to get you familiar with the bushes. This works good too. Lots of little bushes and stuff. Lots of snow happening there. Let me check and see. How's everybody doing? Oops. Hitting buttons here. Alright. Yeah. Come up here. We'll make some more bushy things here and there. Do one at a time though. Don't be greedy and try to rush, because that's what I used to do. Because it starts working and you're like, "Ooh, I can do this." Then you start going boom, boom, boom. Then you make mud, and then you're not going to be happy with it. I've been there many times, many times. But the key is you got to get thin paint on your brush. Thin paint. A nice little winter scene there. We're going to add some more stuff here in the foreground. I might add some, like, where's my brush? Let's see here. What can we do? Let's see. Let's go. I'm thinking maybe a big old tree, maybe right here somewhere. But maybe we can add some, like, little weeds and stuff sticking up out of the snow here. Little weeds and stuff. And with our fan brush. Other fan brush and go boop, 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 boop. Little grassy things sticking up out of the snow there. Maybe we'll go over here. Maybe we'll make a big tree right here. What do you think? I know we just put these in, but I might want to. Maybe we'll add some more little grassy things right here too. And I'm just taking the fan brush and just kind of pushing up. Like that. And then I'm taking my other fan brush with that highlight color, and we're just gonna go boop, 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 boop. Like that. And then we can take this, just kind of pull that down here. Just kind of pull this down here. And then maybe we'll have like a little pond or something down here. See, I'm just making this up as I'm going. So you can do all kinds of things here. So what I think I might do is, yeah, I'm going to make a little pond right here. So what I'm going to do, where's my brush? I'm going to take, maybe I'll take this brush. And I'm just going to, I have that dark blue color. And we're just going to go, shoo, 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 shoo. We're just going to make little reflections right here. Right there. And then we got instant reflections. These are supposed to be nice and soft. We're going to take brush and we're just going to go right across. Nice little pond there. Soften that up. And what else we can do here is we can take palette knife and then we can take some of our white paint. Some of our white paint. And we can come down here, just kind of make some ice. So take some white paint there, just kind of come down here. And just kind of pop these in here, just kind of get some ice going. Press very hard with this. This is where you want to get tough with your palette knife. Push, and you're going to get all these little things like this. Just kind of push that, and you're going to get all kinds of cool little things there. Just push that into the canvas right there. And then what you can do is take your palette knife and cut straight across like that. Come over here, make maybe some little lines here and there. Little streakies, and you can come in here, just kind of, I might make more bushes over here. Let's see, where's my brush? Like I said, I'm making this up as I go, but I'm liking how it's going, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go boom, 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 boom. Right here is gonna be some bushes. Like that. So, looks like a barn in Oregon coastline. Oh, it does, yeah. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good... Yeah. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the gift. I like the monochromatic tone of the color. Yeah, me too. I've been doing a couple of these ones. I did one, a few days ago. And it was like all... Actually, I have it right here. I'll show you. It's all blues and grays. I will show you. I actually... Oops. Got the idea This was done on a live the other night, a few days ago. But yeah, monochromatic. I've been liking doing these. These are pretty sweet. Yeah, I have a video on YouTube on how to do this one, so I uploaded the live to the YouTube channel. So if you want to see how I painted this one, go check that out. This painting is available too. Find me on Facebook. Go check me out on Facebook and all that fun stuff. Facebook, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So then I'm going to take my chip brush. Chip brush. This thing's ridiculous. All it is a cheap little hardware store brush, and it works like crazy. Look at this. Works great. Just get some of that paint on there, and boom, 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 boom. Get a little bit of liquid white on your brush. Thin that paint down. You want to have a nice thin paint, but not too thin. Because the rule is a thin paint sticks to a thin paint sticks to a thick paint. Sorry, I'm just showing you. So you want, whenever you're loading your brush up, you want to tap into that paint, and you want to get, see all them little textures there, those little holes? That's what you're going to get on your palette, on your painting. So that's what you want. You want a lot of paint and a little bit of pressure. You're just touching. Just go touch, touch, touch. Like that. Load your brush up. Just tap it into that paint. And then come over here and boom, boom, boom. And this will add depth to it and stuff, so that it looks like it's pushing everything else back. Just do one layer at a time. Back like that, and then go kaboom, boom, boom. Like that. And we'll add one more right here down at the bottom. Maybe right there. Boom, boom, boom. Huh. That's good. And then something else I like to do is maybe make little like sticks and twigs and stuff hanging out. I'm gonna clean this brush off real quick. And to do that, I take a script liner, little script liner, and then for this one you want to go into your paint thinner. Get a lot of thinner on your brush there, and then go through that dark color we made there. Get a lot of that and twirl the bristles, twirl the brush as you're going through it, and you'll get this nice sharp point to your brush. And it has to be very thin paint, like water consistency. So we're going to do a little tree thing over here. We're just going to go. We'll get into a little bit more paint thinner. Twirl the bristles through that paint. Nice sharp point. Go in here. Little tree, little stick. Something going on here. Maybe he's a baby tree. Oh, I need more thinner. takes a lot of thinner on this. Make it nice and like ink-like consistency. And we'll come up here and we'll just kind of a little indication of a tree there. And take bottom of this and just kind of bring that down. That way there's some little shadow going on there. And anytime you make something, you'll need to make, and we'll soften that back there too. There. That way it's not so harsh. Anytime you make something here, you can grab the bottom of this and go and just grab it and pull, and it'll like give you instant shadows there. So that's pretty cool how that works. But that's pretty much it then. I think I'm good with that. That turned out pretty good, huh? Something else you can do before I close out for the night is you can take the edge, the point of your palette knife here, this, and you can scrape in little twigs, little sticks in your bushes, and that way it looks like you spent hours and days working on these little tiny sticks and twigs with a tiny little one-haired brush, and all you did was just scratch them in. Excuse me. So that's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Just gotta sign it, that's all. Just gotta sign this bad boy. Let's sign it. Let's see. Let's sign it with sorry, I grabbed the wrong brush. I want my little script liner. We're gonna go into that dark color again. And I think I'm just gonna sign it right over here. M. Okay. And that's it. That's what we got. So let me get you guys a better view. There you go. It's more straight on view than I could give you before. I appreciate you guys for staying with me and watching. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you can try this one. If you do, let me know. Let me see it. Give this one a try. It's very easy. It'll give you good practice with the trees, bushes, even the cabin. It'll give you good practice. It'll give you practice with how to use the knife. And these palette knives you can get on Amazon. You can get them by the pack or just singles, whatever you want. Thank you. Thank you so much. A path to the barn. I can do that, yeah. Hey. We ain't done yet. Shoot. We ain't done yet. Who said we're done? We ain't done. Take a little fan brush. A little bit of that sort of dark bluish paint there. Get some blue paint. And do this. Just rocking back and forth like this. And just kind of make a little path. Just kind of bring that down. There we go. I might make it a little darker. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Just a little bit. A little bit of paint. Maybe make a little path. Just doing these rocking motions. I'm exaggerating the motion, but this is basically the motion you want to make. It's just like a rocking motion here. There you go. There's a little path kind of leading to the little pond there. Oh, something else we can do. I see more stuff. Hang on. We can make a little fence post thing here. So I'm going to take some that brown paint we have there. Take some brown and we can go get some of that brown paint on our knife and just kind of use the palette knife. Make an old ruggedy fence there. Like it's about to fall over or something. I'm gonna let this guy hang out here, and he's ready to fall over. He's had enough. That. Just throw some of that on there, and then we can take a little bit of that white, and we'll go boop, boop. A little of that white paint on the top, just little tiny bits. Take our script liner even and go in with that white paint. And maybe some snow on top of there. And then we can grab our little fan brush. And just grab and drag these down. And if you don't like something, you can blend it away too. So there's that. And then with our palette knife, there it is. Okay. We can take and drag straight through like that. Just that. And we can kind of saw in a little fence line. Like a little, like that. And there we go. Just using the edge of the knife and just going right along with the canvas, almost doing a sawing motion. Just push really hard with it. There you go. See? You guys helped create this. That's awesome. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so I think I'm good with this. Hey, thank you. Thanks for checking me out here. I'm going to hop off of here and clean my brushes and my hands. But I just wanted to show you how to do all this fun stuff here. Turned out pretty cool. Go check me out on YouTube. I will upload this video over there when I'm done with this stuff here. So, thank you guys for joining. I will catch you later. You all have a good night, and I will catch you maybe tomorrow. All right now. Bye.